Hey there, Alex here. This is the Beans Pro 2 from the Coupe Idea, and just looking at its spec sheet, it looks quite impressive. So let's take a closer look at these and see if they're any good. The Beans Pro 2 comes in this cute little case, and while the finishing isn't the most premium, it still feels pretty nice overall. There is no wireless charging, just a USB-C port for charging. The design of the earbuds are pretty stylish and actually has a pretty comfortable fit with a relatively good seal. I'm normally not a huge fan of earbuds with stems like these, but these are relatively unobtrusive, no issues jogging with them, and they are IPX5 rated as well. They have a comprehensive set of controls and are pretty easy to use. For the ANC and transparency mode, all it takes is a single tap on the left earbud. I don't see performance ratings for the ANC, but I do find that it's somewhere in between the defunct TrueMute and the SoulSync ANC. It does a decent job at reducing constant low-frequency noises like engines and whatnot, but higher frequency noises, sudden noises, and voices will still leak in. When ANC is on, I think the bass seems to get a tiny bit looser, but it could just be my imagination. Either way, it's not a very noticeable difference to me. Transparency mode is actually quite natural sounding and doesn't amplify ambient sound too much, which I actually prefer. It handles wind noises really well too. The Beans 2 Pro comes with Bluetooth 5.1, and I've had no issues with connectivity in my time with it. I can use either one of the earbuds in mono mode, but there is a slight delay when switching between them. It supports AAC codec, but there isn't any low latency mode, so there is a noticeable delay when gaming. No issues with watching videos on YouTube or whatnot. Call quality is just average. It works well enough in a quiet room, but in a noisy environment, the noise reduction will still struggle to keep up, especially when there are people talking around me. Battery life is also pretty average, with a single charge providing about 4 hours of use, and it's a bit lower with ANC on. So even with the case providing around 3 extra charges, total playback time is still pretty underwhelming. Anyway, moving on to sound quality, they have a warm and bass-heavy tuning. Bass is very punchy and will probably appeal to bass heads, but I do think that they can be a bit too boomy, to the point where it can overwhelm the other frequencies a bit. That said, mids are still forward sounding enough and actually sounds pretty decent. Upper mids have just enough elevation to give female vocals a bit more life without sounding shouty. Treble is present and not overdone as well, though the bass can overwhelm it at times. Soundstage and separation are maybe slightly above average, and nothing sounds too off to me. With a bit of EQ to reduce the bass and lift the treble slightly, I found these to be pretty enjoyable to listen to. Another thing is that these actually comes with 2 sets of ear tips, bass and balance. For me, I was able to get a similarly good seal and fit with both of them, so I didn't really notice a massive difference between them. Even with the balance tips, they still sound really bassy. The original asking price of the Beans Pro 2 is around 200 Singapore dollars, but as far as I know, it usually retails at around $130 and sometimes cheaper. At that price, I think it's actually a pretty decent option, especially if you are a basshead and want something with decent ANC and transparency mode. The battery life is not amazing, but the case is quite compact, sound quality is decent, and I think it looks pretty good. Thanks for watching this video, and see you guys on the next one.